Welcome to Cybercrime Chronicle channel, where we uncover the most shocking crimes born from lies, manipulation, and betrayal. Tonight's story begins with a woman who wanted love and met a man who promised her the world. He said everything right, looked perfect online, and made her believe in forever. But behind that charming smile was something much darker, a calculated fraud that would destroy everything she had. This is the story of Sarah Mitchell, and the man who pretended to be her dream, before turning her life into a nightmare. Sarah Mitchell, 36, lived a quiet life in Austin, Texas. A trauma nurse at St. Mary's Hospital, she spent most of her days caring for others. After a painful breakup 2 years earlier, she decided to give online dating one last chance. That's when she met Ethan Cole. His profile was impressive, tall, handsome, world-traveled, an international engineer working on renewable energy projects in Dubai. He had photos in business suits, on yachts, at charity galas. His bio read, "Looking for someone genuine in a world full of games." Their first chat felt electric. He was witty, attentive, and made her laugh. Within a week, they were talking daily, long, late-night messages about childhood dreams, favorite books, and the future. "You're the kind of woman I could see myself building a life with," he told her. "It feels like fate," she replied, blushing behind her phone. They had never met, but Sarah was already falling. Weeks turned into months. Ethan sent flowers to her hospital on her birthday. He called her every night, always just before she fell asleep. He told her about his project overseas, a solar energy contract worth millions. He said he'd be back in the States soon, and he wanted to take her somewhere special. Every word seemed sincere. But every time Sarah asked for a video call, something went wrong. Poor Wi-Fi, bad reception, security restrictions. He always had an excuse, and he always sounded sorry. "I can't wait to see your face in person. When I hold you, I won't ever let go," he'd say. Her friends grew suspicious. Her best friend Jenna warned, "Sarah, this sounds too perfect. You barely know him." Sarah laughed it off. "You don't understand, Jen. He's different." But Ethan wasn't different. He was practiced. One night, Ethan called sounding panicked. "Sarah, I don't know what to do. My company funds are frozen. We're stuck in customs, and I can't pay the release fees. I've tried everything. I just need a short-term loan. I'll pay you back in a week." Sarah hesitated. $3,500 wasn't pocket change. But she loved him, and love meant trust. She wired the money the next morning. He thanked her endlessly. "You're my angel. I promise, when I'm back, I'll make this up to you." That was the beginning. Over the next 2 months, the requests grew, small at first, then urgent. A stolen wallet, a sick mother, a lost passport. Each story more convincing than the last. He sent her fake receipts, fake bank statements, fake apologies. By the time Sarah realized she was in too deep, she had sent him over $40,000. Sarah's friends stopped being polite. Jenna showed her articles about romance scams, almost identical to Ethan's story. But Sarah refused to believe it. "He's not like that," she said. "He loves me. We talk every day." Then one night, Ethan vanished for 3 days. No messages, no calls. When he finally replied, his excuse was perfect. "My mother was hospitalized. I was at her bedside. You're the only one I could think about." Her doubts melted until she noticed something strange. One of the photos he sent of his mother was reverse image searchable. It came from a hospital blog in South Africa. Sarah's heart dropped. The lies were unraveling. She confronted him in anger. "Who are you, Ethan? Tell me the truth." "Sarah, please don't do this. You're everything to me," he pleaded. 2 days later, his number stopped working. His social media disappeared. His email bounced back. Sarah broke down. She had lost her savings, her hope, and the man she thought she loved. But she wasn't done yet. Determined to find answers, Sarah filed a report with the FBI Internet Crime Complaint Center, IC3. Agents traced the IP addresses from Ethan's emails, not from Dubai, but from Lagos, Nigeria. The photos? Stolen from a European model named Luca Werner. The bank transfers? Funneled through cryptocurrency wallets and untraceable accounts. They discovered Ethan Cole was one of 15 fake identities used by a cyber fraud ring. Young, educated men running love scams across North America and Europe. Behind the screens were scripts, call sheets, and training manuals on how to build emotional dependence. Sarah wasn't the first. She was one of over 20 victims who had been conned by the same group. After months of investigation, Interpol and Nigerian authorities raided a compound in Lagos. Among those arrested was Chinedu Okoro, a 29-year-old who confessed to operating as Ethan Cole. He admitted to everything: the fake calls, the messages, even the flowers. Each part of their romance was scripted to manipulate. Sarah got some of her money back, but the emotional damage lingered. She joined a victim support network, warning others about online scams. Her story aired on national TV and inspired a task force focused on romance fraud prevention. Sarah's story reminds us that love and deception can look the same until it's too late. Romance scammers prey on hope, not weakness. They study emotions, routines, and vulnerabilities until you trust them completely. If you're building a connection online, verify, question, and never send money to someone you haven't met. And remember, no matter how perfect someone seems behind a screen, not everything online is real. This was the story of Sarah Mitchell and the man who pretended to be her dream before scamming her for everything. If you found this story powerful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Cybercrime Chronicle channel for more real-life cases of digital deceit and true crime every week. And always remember, love should never cost your safety. Stay smart, stay cautious, and stay careful.